Just like that. Hey, everybody.
Hello, welcome to Brad and Rach live Q&A with baby Eloise too.
It is Memorial Day weekend at the Lake of the Ozarks.
We're trending on Twitter.
Not us.
No, yeah, not Brad and Rach. Not for a good reason either. A lot of the people going to the bars and restaurants located on the Lake of the Ozarks are not following social distancing guidelines
Whatsoever. There's a funny picture with just people shoulder to shoulder in a swimming pool, totally packed, and then a giant sign in the background that says practice social distancing, stay 6 feet apart. Pretty hilarious.
Just blatant disregard.
Not in a good way. Yeah. So welcome to the Q&A. We have questions pulled up on Instagram. We have an Instagram story where I asked you guys to ask any questions you had for us. This will be in place of our normal blog today. And you can also ask questions in the chat here. Hey, everybody. Hi, Quad Girl, Amy.
Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. Tina talks. Adam. Let's start with Adam. What's your take on opening up?
Yeah, so if people actually followed the social distancing guidelines, us, like in our office, we are going above and beyond with all the PPE and disinfecting and sterilizing. So I feel totally safe when I'm at work.
We're also wearing scrubs now rather than like professional attire.
Which is awesome because it's like pajamas.
Totally. But just so much easier to clean. You don't have a belt that you're wearing the same day. So I don't know. With proper precautions, I think certain things can open up, but we just all need to be really smart about it.
Yeah.
Eloise says hello.
Hello, Oklahoma.
Hi.
And Scotland. Hey, in Grand Rapids. That's where my brother lives.
Very cool. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying some time with family. And thank you for everyone who's serving our country. And
yeah, Sussex, UK, Quad Girl. Hello.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Instagram. Starting with kind of a sad one. Have the twins had any reaction to Rusty not being around?
No, they haven't. I think luckily, unluckily, they're still young enough that they haven't put two and two together that he's not around.
But I ask them before bed whether this is good or bad. I ask them who their dog is, and they always say Rusty.
Yeah.
So I wonder how long they'll actually have memories of him.
Right.
Move with Ann. Plans for future kids are in bed videos.
We were talking about that last night.
If you guys have any ideas, shoot them our way. We have a separate channel called Brad and Rach, The Kids Are in Bed, where we do like sit down talks about life, parenting, general stuff. Sometimes we do yoga. We just do all kinds of random stuff on that channel.
It's fun when we do it.
We just don't have time.
Yeah, we just haven't had a lot of time.
She's not in pain. That is just her voice. Hey, Lisa Bennett in Louisiana. Let's see. Another question from Instagram. Are you going to be adding more beautiful children to your family?
Well,
still on the fence about that one.
I say probably not.
I say probably yes.
Next question.
A few people asked about any more babies.
Yeah.
What are the twins' favorite toys? What is baby Eloise's favorite toys?
So the twins, probably their Jeep.
And their garbage trucks?
Yeah. Yeah, they just got some new garbage trucks and they love. Our garbage man comes on Wednesdays. Our favorite thing is to watch the garbage man come and pick up the truck or pick up the trash and back the truck up.
If it's warm enough, they like to be swimming.
Yeah. Totally.
Baby Eloise, hands down, we talked about it a few vlogs ago, the Love Every kit that we got baby Eloise for. It's the kit for 7 to 8 months. It's the inspector kit, and she loves it.
Every time we set her down,
this is what she wants. So it just has a bunch of different sustainably made products in them, and they have them for all age ranges. So we can leave a link in the description below if you guys are interested in Love Every for your kid or your grandkids. We give them a glowing review.
Exactly. So they call Rachel Mommy. They call Barb Mama.
Go girl.
Hello, Toronto.
Go girl. Go girl.
Kathy, Eloise does want our attention. Bristol, UK.
She's starting to do this groovy dance thing.
Are you planning on building a new home next to your parents' house in the future? No. We're really, really happy here.
We aren't? This is the first time I've heard you say no to that.
No, I think.
In the future?
In the future? No, I don't think so.
Eloise is trying to undress me.
I think it's more likely that we'd move back in with your parents rather than build a house right next door.
What? news. This is all news to me.
We're just really happy here, and it's very affordable, which, allows us to do extra things like have a boat and stuff like that. So we're happy here.
We're looking into maybe another type of boat, like a smaller boat that we can all go skiing with. So I think we would, like he said, we'd rather just make this exactly what we want and have extra to do other stuff.
Exactly. We do call Eloise baby Eloise.
Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. When she was recovering from her surgery in the hospital, Brad called and said, hey, baby Eloise is in a little bit of pain, might need some more pain meds. I'm like, you just called her baby Eloise to the nurse. That was funny. Let's see, talk more about Rachel's previous engagement. Let's do that on the Kids Are in Bed. We'll do a Kids Are in Bed episode.
Why don't we talk more about that?
How do you budget and save?
Well, we used to do Dave Ramsey religiously while we were still in debt from college. Since we've finished with the college debt, we've kind of become more loose. And so we just kind of have a general Excel spreadsheet where we have categories and different dollars amounts and just make sure that we have zero balance at the end of the month.
Yep.
Dave Ramsey is the man. So
totally. That's a good place to start. But we do what we call sinking funds. So for taxes, things that like birthdays, anniversaries, things that you getting your hair done, things that you want to set money aside for each month, you can put into a sinking fund where theoretically that should be money in your account. So that's kind of what we do. Another thing we could talk about on the Kids Are in Bed.
Yeah, totally.
Are you getting a pool? We're still kind of talking about it.
Yeah. Still up in the air.
Just as of last night, we were like, maybe we should shoot for getting like the ski type boat before we get a pool, because I feel like we would get a lot of enjoyment out of that. I used to be a competitive wakeboarder and I miss it desperately. I just started to get back into wakeboarding. I went up to Charleston when we lived in South Carolina and wakeboarded, and then got pregnant with the twins, and then wanted to get into it again last summer and was pregnant with Eloise. So a boat, pool, one of the two.
Yeah, the problem is we have really expensive taste. So when it comes to a pool, and we want it to add to the value of the house, even though pools aren't really a great investment, so it's going to be expensive.
We want to do it right.
Right.
Yeah. Do you still use the email from postcards? I want to send one over. Yes. I think you mean P.O. Box?
Probably.
Yeah, we have the same P.O. Box. It's just P.O. Box 91 in Lake Ozark, Missouri.
How's it been going back to work? Awesome.
Are you organ donors? Yes. You are, right?
Yeah,
I am.
Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt about it. I currently have Wednesdays off and Thursdays off. So going back to work, it's only 3 days. 3 days a week is awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people are asking if we are planning on getting another dog.
Yeah, when the twins are old enough to take care of the dog, I think is when we'll get one.
We had this conversation about how old is a kid when they are ready to have the responsibility of taking care of an animal. The twins already were feeding Rusty and giving him his medicine and stuff, his treats, but to actually take him out and go potty and all that, we're just not sure. It's definitely not something that I'm ready to think about yet. So
definitely not.
We'll see. Let's see here. Ultimate guilty pleasure meal food. Ice cream for me.
Ice cream for you. Pizza, ice cream, Snickers, Reese's peanut butter cups.
Brad's been really into my dairy-free ice cream. You've been eating as much dairy-free ice cream as I have.
What?
Which is hilarious.
Because that's all we have.
But it's really good. The cashew milk ice cream's really good. Eloise is a very happy baby. Yes, she is. Okay, let's see what else we have here. You can definitely feel free to ask questions in the chat. A lot of people are asking about any more babies.
Hey, Amy.
Can we persuade you for Barb to do a quilting tutorial on our channel? She thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mom just needs to make her own channel.
Totally.
How did you start Baby Eloise? I just read it as Baby Eloise, and it says Eloise. How did you start Eloise on baby-led weaning?
Uh-huh.
We've started giving her small pieces of food like hunks of banana, peas, black beans, and she's just now getting to the point where she's able to pick them up and put them in her mouth. So I just start with small foods that are pretty squishy, and she's done okay, but her appetite is way too big to get enough in her mouth. via baby-led weaning.
Yeah, so it's baby-led weaning and us feeding her a lot. And we're using those. Let me go grab that.
The little silicone thing.
Yeah, that thing is awesome.
There's this awesome invention where you can put whatever food you want into a little silicone deal, and she can hold it and feed herself, and we use those every single day. And it allows her to feed herself without overfeeding herself, which you can sometimes do with a spoon. So
yeah, these things are awesome. We'll link them below after the show.
We are about to have 3 kids under 2 years old. Any tips? Communicate.
Stressful.
It's stressful. Communicate. Don't assume that your husband knows what you need if you're in a relationship like us.
Patience.
I think, yeah, especially when I was newly postpartum, I assumed that Brad should be reading my mind at what I needed, and he couldn't. I needed to tell him specifically what he needed to do for me, even write it down. So I even had stick-it notes like around the house saying hug me, because I knew I needed extra affection, I guess. And that wasn't something that came naturally to him.
And I think some of the best advice we got it was like when we were pregnant with twins, a lot of twin moms and dads reached out to us and said, never, ever, ever turn down help.
That's true.
I think that's great advice.
Brad, what are your thoughts on online glasses companies?
For some.
Hopefully Eloise isn't too distracting for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. For some patients, it's a good option. I mean, usually you get what you pay for. There's some good companies out there that are online. Support local. That's how I feel.
Totally agree. If you can support local, glasses are something that is worth allocating your budget to.
Yeah, you wear them every day. It's an investment in yourself.
The problem with online glasses can come from if you have a prescription that's a little bit more intricate, then it needs to be lined up perfectly with your eyes, and they can't exactly measure you for that online. Hey! So you can get like eye strain and headaches and things from glasses that are just improperly made for your head. So take it for what it's worth.
Let's do some more shout outs for people who are watching.
Okay. Where are Lyndle and Bear? Sleeping.
Sleeping.
I can pull them up on their camera here if you want to see. Eloise is so cute. Loving hearing her talk. Thanks, Gina.
Hi, Cynthia from Memphis.
Yes. Chicago, Illinois.
Woohoo!
How is Chicago doing?
It was really fun watching Michael Jordan's docuseries, The Last Dance.
Oh. So
Crystal.
Here's Lyndle. She really needed a nap today because she was a bit cranky. She totally skipped her nap yesterday, which she's been doing a lot.
Yeah.
Like probably, what do we estimate? Like maybe 2/3 of the last month.
Yeah, she's been skipping her nap a lot.
Yeah. So when she does, she needs a nap the next day for sure. Will you do a climbing gym for the children? Tracy. Hey, Tracy. You've been with us for a long time.
We need to do a climbing gym.
Yes. They have a YMCA locally.
I was going to say, we want to get the twins into tumbling.
We actually were talking about like Googling some techniques that we can teach them at their age and starting to do like an at-home class with them since we can't really do the public stuff.
We should bring the mats in the living room and pull something up on YouTube.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Great idea. If you have any resources that we could use for that. Hey, from British Columbia, Helen. Oh my gosh, the comments are coming so fast. Did you go to ICO, Brad? That's from Jan.
No, we both went to UMSL in St. Louis.
Bay City, Michigan, Shelby. Hi, Shelby. Oh. Hi from Scotland. Hey, Ruth. Let's see. How do you feel about organ donation?
Love it.
Yep, totally for it.
San Diego.
Say hi to my daughter, Allie. Hi, Allie.
Oh, Rosebud.
If you have any questions, drop them on there. Let me see. How is baby after surgery? She's great. Like nothing ever happened.
Puerto Rico.
She has a small scar. Actually, we can probably show you her scar. She'll let us here. She has a scar from the actual incision, and then can you come around to the side and hold her? She has a scar from the incision, and then she has a small spot from where her Penrose drain was. So we'll show that to you without getting too graphic here. So it looks pretty darn good.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to bother her at all.
No.
She doesn't know anything happened.
And she's probably just a little bit behind as far as like crawling.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, no setbacks whatsoever.
No, she was a little bit delayed for sitting. And then as a result, she just hates tummy time. And
she does.
Probably partially our fault because we didn't do a whole lot of it post-op.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know if it would hurt.
Exactly. It's just not worth it.
No. No question. Just wanted to say I've been here from the beginning and love your family.
Oh.
Thanks, April.
Thanks to everybody who emailed about their stories with their dogs and stuff. That was really, really sweet.
Yes. What are you grilling today?
Salmon.
It's going to be so good.
It's our go-to.
Oh my gosh. It tastes like candy on the smoker.
Yeah.
I love salmon. Any and all discipline strategies. I say it all the time. If you haven't read Janet Lansbury, B-U-R-Y, Berry. You don't say Berry.
Right, Berry.
No Bad Kids is what the book's called. She has several books, and she has a podcast.
Yeah. We try to be calm, positive reinforcement.
It doesn't always work.
No.
We really try not to yell at the kids.
It's easy to get frustrated when you have 2-year-old twins, that's for sure.
One thing I always try to go back to is like, if they do something they're not supposed to do, they're 2 years old. They've only been on this planet for 2 years. So they don't know that that's not.
Yeah. And most of the time they don't do it to directly try to pee us off.
Yeah. They just are doing something they think they should be doing. And we have to teach them that that's not how we do things around here.
That's right.
Okay.
The lot next door, no movement yet. Soon I'm going to be reaching out to the county and see about it. There's a lot of back taxes owed on the lots that are around our house.
Yes.
They're like all going into foreclosure.
Did you have Rusty cremated? Yes. Mm-hmm. So we'll get his ashes soon. It's awful. When working through a rough spot in your marriage, what has helped to pull out of it? Waiting for that phase of life to pass.
Time. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, it's mostly probably just stress due to having 3 kids under the 2 and under.
Yeah, that puts a lot of strain on a marriage. Plus, we both work.
Right.
Yeah, I think communication is just so crucial. And we both have different love languages. So I make sure I'm speaking in his love language and I remind him to speak in mine.
Exactly.
With stick-it notes. We did have a little journal that, like, we each had a journal that we would write in for each other, which we need to do more.
Yeah.
Did you see something?
Just looking where everybody's from. It's unbelievable.
Favorite craft beer.
Oh, no question about it. KBS from Founders. So good.
Baby Eloise, Becky, is 7.5 months old. She turns a new month on the 27th of each month. So, which is twin A, which is twin B. Bear is A. I should have asked if you.
I remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bear is A. Lyndle is B.
And Bear's older by 2 minutes.
Yes, and their personalities were showing before they were born, for sure. Lyndle was moving constantly, and Bear was pretty laid back. Although that's kind of changed now.
Yeah. All right.
So,
should we
wrap it up here?
Say hello to everybody. Ohio, Bearcat, Stacy, Texas,
I think
UK,
we got
Gina.
How many push-ups can you do, Brad, with Rach on your back?
Kids
are in bed channel.
Yeah, maybe 18.
Let's put it to the test.
Let's twit it.
Let's put it to the test.
Okay.
All right.
Play gym in the garden. It's a good idea.
All right. Sorry, I'm still reading questions. There were a lot we didn't get to, so if you want us to do this again, let us know.
Yeah, maybe once a month.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
All right. Thanks,
Thanks
you
everybody
guys.
for watching. Bye.
Have a great rest of your weekend.